Afghan refugees in Pakistan are under threat.
People are being detained for weeks. How do we feed our children?
They are trapped in a cycle of uncertainty since the Pakistani government began cracking down on refugees.
They didn't even let us move the children to a safe place. We had to just hurry away.
They took my two brothers to the police station. Later, they demanded $1,400.
Thousands have been deported to a country where many fear for their lives. How do Afghan refugees in Pakistan grapple with these harsh realities?
Ibrahim, get up. Get up.
Fooja Khan is a mother of three living in Pakistan's capital, Islamabad. She's also a social worker helping Afghan refugees. She fights for their rights while balancing her own struggles as a single mother.
When I separated from my husband in 2016, my brothers told me I could only go to live with them in Afghanistan if I left my kids behind in Pakistan. But how could I? I chose to stay with my children. I went to court and got custody of my children.
Fooja is an ethnic Afghan, but was born in Pakistan and holds Pakistani nationality by marriage. As a defender of refugee rights, she walks a dangerous line. Her commitment is not only viewed skeptically by the Pakistani authorities, but also by the Taliban.
I do what I do for humanity. But the Taliban think I'm a Pakistani agent and that I'm involved in these activities just as camouflage.
Her phone is rarely silent. The community keeps her up to date on developments.
I think we should go back to Afghanistan. But the problem is that there is nothing in our country. The schools are closed for girls.
I think Pakistan has taken a very harsh step. Even those who've lived here for 40, 50 years, those who have legal cards are being told to leave.
An estimated 3.7 million Afghan refugees were in Pakistan in 2023. Many had fled poverty and war and sought protection in the neighboring country. But in late 2023, Pakistan began deporting unregistered refugees. Since March 2025, even some legal Afghan refugees are being forced out. At border crossings like Toham and Shaman, these scenes have played out ever since. An uncertain future awaits them in an unstable country where millions live in poverty. It's a frightening scenario for people like Huma and Latifa Shuja. The Afghan sisters have been waiting since 2021 for their promised resettlement in the U.S. They are now living in Pakistan without valid visas. Their future is on hold. Their past lies on the floor of their apartment in Islamabad. Huma in uniform as a major in the Afghan army. Latifa, the former prison superintendent in her Kabul office. Symbols of a different time, now folded away. They fled the Taliban to Pakistan and are in limbo here as the U.S. resettlement program was suspended. Today, a call has brought chilling news.
I just got a call from the UNHCR. They said we shouldn't stay any longer in Islamabad or Rawalpindi. We have to leave to Attock, Peshawar, maybe Quetta. I asked why, and he said they will not let Afghans live here after March 31st.
Despite holding valid U.S. resettlement papers as well, their two brothers were taken in a night raid. Neighbors helped raise enough money to secure their release.
They took our brothers to the police station and demanded $1,400 to let them go. We didn't have it. We borrowed from neighbors, $18 here, $11 there. We managed $180. Only then did they let them go.
It's in cases like these where Fouja wants to help. For her, the work isn't political. It's personal.
I am a human being. I have children. When my children are sitting in front of me eating, I cannot eat because the women and children behind bars haunt me. That's why I feel duty-bound to help them.
Today, Fouja is on her way to a detention center, one of many where Afghan nationals are being held after recent crackdowns. She's come to see the conditions firsthand. But even she is not allowed in. Fouja catches an Afghan man's attention as he watches the gate where she was just turned away.
When was he arrested?
3 days ago,
And where?
at the Abdullah Garden.
What does he do?
He's a laborer.
His name is Abdul Jabbar. He shows her the documents that confirm the legal status of his nephew, who has been detained. Jabbar describes the scale of the crackdown. Fouja decides to see it herself. This is what's left of his neighborhood.
The rubble you see here, these were rooms that have all been demolished. They didn't even let us move the children to a safe place. We had to just hurry away.
For decades, this was home for families from Afghanistan, but built on government land. Jabbar shows in a video how a bulldozer came after the new restrictions were put into place. What was once a community is now in ruins, the result of a government clearance order that left many with nowhere to go. Even registered Afghan refugees like the people in Jabbar's neighborhood are not safe from displacement. For over 40 years, Afghans have found refuge in Pakistan. Since the Taliban returned to power in Afghanistan in 2021, 600,000 more Afghans have arrived, posing major challenges for the Pakistani asylum system. The new regulations are intended to ease this situation at a time when relations between Islamabad and the Taliban are hardening. To raise refugees' voices beyond the rubble, Fouja meets Sher Afzal Khan Marwat, a lawyer and member of parliament, to push for lasting legal recognition.
I went to the detention center today, but they didn't even let me in.
The only remedy is to raise your voice through social media. Speak out against this oppression.
Marwat decides to file a Supreme Court case challenging the expulsions and demanding justice.
The power of attorney is ready, and I'll give it to you. Give me the names and ID numbers of as many Afghan individuals as you can.
The chances are slim, but they fight on because the stakes for deportees are so high.
It's a universal legal principle. You cannot force someone to return to a place where they fear for their life.
Back at Latifa and Huma's home, the sisters' only safe haven. The increasing pressure is taking its toll.
I was never like this before. My hair has turned white. I've suffered a lot. It's been 4 years. It is shameful that girls in Afghanistan can't go to school. Women can't work. Aren't we human beings? How can you talk about humanity and human rights? What is going on?
In this small room, time passes slowly. Everything is prepared for a possible departure to the U.S., but the sisters can only wait and hope. Fouja presses on in her fight for justice. Her last visit of the day takes her to a settlement on the outskirts of Islamabad, where more Afghan refugees continue to struggle. Fouja meets shopkeepers, laborers, tailors, not to talk business but survival. Many now stay indoors, terrified of raids and arrests. The room is filled with emotion, frustration, and urgent voices, like that of Hoshal Hoyani.
Where should we go? What should we do? The Torkham gate is closed. If somebody wants to leave, the door is shut and a gun is pointed at us. They raid our homes in the middle of the night. People are detained for weeks. They hide inside. What will they eat?
I want Afghan refugees to be saved from these ongoing crises. A permanent solution must be found for those who want to stay. We need a proper mechanism, and for that, I need your coordination and support. Will you give it?
If you need our support, we'll be right there with you. We will not let you down.
For Fouja and those around her, the message is clear. Visibility is not enough. They want protection and accountability. Above all, they want a future. On her way home, she talks with children who were born and raised in Pakistan. According to Pakistani government plans, they are to be sent to Afghanistan, a country they have never lived in.
Do you have clothes for Eid? Do you want to celebrate in Pakistan or Afghanistan?
In Pakistan.
What if Pakistan sends you to Afghanistan?
I'll come back.
Do you like Pakistan or Afghanistan more?
Pakistan.